Yo, 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 what's up? This is John from Jay's Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state, baby boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We getting the seats in. What's up, Chris? T-Bone, Nelson. Getting these seats in, boys and girls. Hold on a second. What's up, Elko? Chris, Nelson, did I miss anybody? T-Bone. Yeah, we're trying to get these seats in here. Trying to get these seats in here. Moving right along, moving right along. Went to the parts store and they had my stuff. So I got that. So I got back and got all that took care of. Hope everybody's doing well today. Looking for my small ratchet. My small ratchet. What's everybody up to today? All right, I'm back. I'm back. What's somebody up to? So, I wish I could put the camera right there. So, getting this, I don't know, I can put you on the other side. Let me put you on the other side. Let me let you live with me on the other side. So, let me set you down right. I'll set you right here. Yeah, let me set you right there. I'll catch up on the comments after I get this one bolted down. So, we're getting the seats in. Getting the seats in. It's a little chilly. These seat brackets are they're a little difficult to get to, honestly. But it's not unreachable. It's just a little difficult to get to the seat bracket. Have me a big old bowl of clam chowder. Come on, don't do it. It's cold, man. It's like 34, 35 degrees outside. Got the back seat in, got it locked in, got the seat belts locked in, got all that. So we're gonna put the passenger seat in, get it locked in. We're probably not gonna put the, we're gonna put the passenger seat in, get it locked in. Probably not gonna do the driver's seat right yet because I still need to do some stuff under the dash and I don't wanna be crawling around on the seat. So got a few things I gotta tidy up. You know, stuff, a little in and out. So that's what we're doing right now. I know you probably can't see real good, but I'm tightening these seat brackets. So the brackets on the inside are up and down, and then the brackets on the driver on the side are up and down. So I'll show you. So I'm putting lock washers and new hardware, not using the old hardware. So putting new lock washers and new nuts. We're getting there. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Wish I could have used my battery ratchet. Yeah, that's that. So I'll bring you around here to the... I'll bring you around here so I can show you what I'm doing. I'll bring you right around on here. Then I'll catch up on the comments. Just hang tight. Hang tight. Let's see. Well, that black cat, all you got to do, man, like 04X10, man, just do it, man. Just do it. Just get out there and do it. I mean, literally, just get out there and do it. You got to start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Got to start somewhere. All right, so let me, so here's the brackets. So you got these that come up. Somebody put these brackets in here. I did not. They put bucket seats in here. So, like I said, if there's a lot of stuff that's been done. You'll just have to go back and watch some of the old videos. But you see right there's the bracket. Right there's one, and then there's the other one down at the bottom. So they are on their sides, and these are up and down. So let me go get some more. Let me go get some more flat locks and some nuts, and then we'll do that. We need to get some locks. We need to get some lock washers and some flat washers. I got the hiccups. The hiccum-ups. So. Get some more nuts out the bolt bin. And we're gonna get some flats. We're gonna get some locks. And then I'll show you. It's not right. There we go. I'll show you the difference between, I had to turn the heat off. It got up to about 57 degrees and whew, I couldn't take it no more. I had to turn the heat down, turn it off. All right, so let me show you the difference. Let me show you the difference. All right, so this is a flat washer, okay? Let me see. That is a flat washer. That is a lock washer. See that? That is made out of spring steel. Like spring, like a spring, S-P-R-I-N-G, spring. That is a spring lock washer. This is a flat washer. Now, there's a lot of people. There's really, let me give you a little bit of insight here on these flat washers. There's a lot of people that say one way is the right way and one way is the wrong way, and then one group of people will say it doesn't really matter, just put it down. All right. Now, I know a few people agree with me on this. Let me see if I can zoom in on this thing. All right. Let's do it like this. All right, you see one side of the washer is dull and one side of the washer is shiny, right? Now, if you are educated and you've been to like mechanical school and like mechanical engineering, civil engineering, tooling, tap and die and tooling school, machinist school, what's up, Mac? A lot of people's going to probably, I know Mac agrees with me on this because I've seen him say this before. So you got two sides. This is a lock washer, right? This is a lock washer, right? And this right here is a flat washer, right? Now, you got a shiny side and then you got a dull side. Also, you got a side, this side right here's got like a rough edge on it. This side right here is slick. Now, you do whatever you want to, but I was taught before being educated in mechanical engineering, civil engineering, drag racing, motorsports, tool and die, machinist, all that. Before all that, I was taught shiny up, dull down. I was always taught that. Shiny up, dull down. And I never asked, I never questioned. Now, if somebody tells you to do something, question them and ask them why do they do that, and then they'll tell you. Also, places like when I worked at Petty's, we didn't supposed to have any threads past the nut, right? So if you put a nut on there, right, let me do it on this one. If you put a nut on there and you tighten it down and it was down to torque, it's supposed to be flat. That was supposed to be flat across there. Now that's more of the racing world. You don't supposed to have anything sticking past. Now, I'm not saying that's wrong or right. I'm not saying that I'm right, you're wrong, you're right, and I'm wrong. I'm just telling you what I have experienced, right? When we built high-end SEMA builds and Apex builds and concourse builds, no threads was sticking past the nut. Everything was flush, right? Everything was flush, right? But I've always been taught shiny side up, dull side down. That's the way I was taught before I got educated. And educated, that's a big word like mayonnaise, right? So I'm just sharing, right? Does it really matter? Is it going to make the bolt come out? Is it going to loosen the fastener? Absolutely not. It's just the way it was designed and the way I was taught. So you have a flat washer and you have a lock. So if you hear me say, hey, I'm going to get some flats and locks, what I'm talking about is I'm getting flats and locks. Now, I'm not running nylon lock nuts, right? These are just regular nuts. Nylon lock nut has the nylon that's inside the nut. I was also taught to not reuse nylon lock nuts. Once they're torqued down and they're done and you take them off, you're supposed to throw them away and get another one. So that's that on that. Now, just like torque the yield bolts on these LS engines, all you boys and girls out here doing these LS engines and doing these LS swaps, and you're taking these engines apart, and you're taking the head bolts out, and you're taking all the bolts out, and then you're putting them right back, you're absolutely 100,000% wrong. Wrong. You're building them in your mama's garage, you're building them in your garage, you're building them in your basement, you're building them outside underneath a shade tree. You're wrong. They're torqued to yield bolts, and once they've been torqued to their yield, they're no more good. So you have to throw them in the trash, start over, because the stretch and the tensile strength of them and the length of them and their clamping force has been expired
because you have torqued, they've already been torqued to yield. They're not reusable bolts. So, yep. So that's that on that. You do what you want to, but you'll have a lot of problems if you don't replace them. So, I put the flats, then I put the locks, and then I put the nut. All right? And then we're going to tighten it down. So we put the flats. Oh, I put that one backwards. Look, I'm going to tell you something a while ago. I was trying to see where he was going, because I definitely wanted to show Tulu. I seen a guy in town that had a 450, and he had like an 18-inch lift kit on a 450, 4-door, like a new one, like a 2025. So I don't know if it was mama's money or daddy's money or dope money. I don't know which one it was, but I'm going to tell you right now. That baddie was bad to the bone, boy. She was bad. She was bad, super bad. Pearl white, had pearl white long arm extensions underneath it, had custom suspension, had the long trailing arms on it, looked like it had some 26-inch wheels on it, had the lights inside of them. The wheels were color matched, like every other blade had white. Super clean truck, super nice. It wasn't a damn Carolina squat. It had a full lift kit on it. It had the lateral bar systems with the link system in it. Super nice, super nice, super nice, super nice. Super nice truck. Wasn't Carolina squat. That son gun was about 18 inches lift. I guarantee you it was probably about an 18-inch lift kit. Now, he was pulling out of O'Reilly's, and I don't go to O'Reilly's. So I was waiting on to see which way he was going to go, and I was going to catch him and see if I could do a video on it. But I'm sure I'll see him again. I'll see him again in town. So, with that being said, it was nice. It was nice. Yeah. It was a nice truck. Nice truck. Nice truck. All right, I need both hands. My paint rep came by with a factory bag kit. Yeah, it was a nice. Did I tell y'all it was a nice truck? It was nice. Got to put a little weight on her. That new carpet, she kind of thick right there. All right, we got that. Ooh. We're going to have to get a wrench. Flip us. Hey, Mac. So in 2017 or 2018, I did a few Kettleman trucks. Kettleman. That's Keeldeman. They out west. They probably out your way or Midwest or something. And them jokers right there, they had the triple bags on them. I think I got a picture. of a black one we did, and we did all the petty logos or petty stuff on it. It was that way. It was full custom suspension with full air ride on it. Big bags, right? You could flip a switch on that son of a gun, and it would go like 14 inches. And then I tell you how big that joker was. We let all the air out of it. We let all the air out of the air suspension. Had to take the wheels off of it and put it on wheel dollies to push it into the shop, to get it in the shop to work on it and roll it into, we made a set of custom wheel dollies for it and rolled it in the paint booth. And there was literally 2 inches from the top of the cab to the top of the damn paint booth. We couldn't paint the stripe on top of the truck. We had to paint it out in the middle of the floor because there wasn't enough room. And then get it back outside, and we color matched the wheels, and then put the wheels back on it outside, and then picked it back up. That's how friggin' big that son gun was. What's up, Cuddy? So we're gonna tighten these down, and then we're gonna. Oh yeah, man, that thing was nice. I tell you what, on this truck, I don't know if I seen it on this truck. I don't know if this truck had it, but that Kettleman truck at the rear reese hitch, it had like 1-inch DOM tubing that went from the frame on a heim joint and went all the way down to the bottom of the reese hitch with the drop down, and it was another heim joint there, so you could adjust and get the pressure on the reese hitch, the drop down, so it was completely straight up and down. It was crazy. What's up? What's up, Angie? What's up, Classic? So we're just getting the seats. Got the back seats in, got the front seat in. Figured I'd just jump on here. I told y'all we'd go live again. One hand bandit. We're not gonna put the driver's seat in right yet because I still got to do a few more things on that side. But before the day is over, the driver's seat will be in the car, or the driver's seat will be in the car. Steering wheel will be on the steering wheel. Yeah, it's turning out nice. It's turning out nice, Angie. I did get my tool. I couldn't find my other one, but I did find it. Well, they got it. Came in flywheel turner. So I got the flywheel turner so I can put the torque converter bolts in. And my U-bolts came in. My U-bolts come in for the dry shaft to go in. So those come in. I did have me some clam chowder, some big old bowl of clam chowder. It come out of the can though. Progressive or Progresso. One of them big family cans. I ate the whole damn thing. Sure did. It's cold down here in these streets. It's cold down here in these streets. For the ones that don't know what I said, it is cold down here in North Carolina in these streets. It is cold. I think it's like 34 degrees outside. If it's gonna be this cold, might as well snow. You know what I'm saying? Might as well snow. Yeah, Progresso, yeah. The big can too, Cuddy. That big damn can. That big can. That big, tall, thick can. Yep, I eat some of that damn clam chowder. And I had 2 pieces of toast. And I took me some, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I took me some daggone, I normally don't take nothing. But I'm telling you what, I know what it is. It's a stress headache. I know what it is. It's a stress headache. And I don't understand because I say I don't get stressed, but everybody gets stressed. I got a daggone headache, and that son of a gun is right here in the back of my neck. Right there. Right there. What did it end up making it cost? $248. 250 bucks. I think it was $250 or $275. I'll have to look. It was less than 270 bucks. Let me take that back. It was less than 300. I'll have to go look at my invoice. It was $300 or less. You want me to tell you what I did? Let me tell you what I did. I took this right here. VA approved. VA approved. I took this Icy Hot right here. Let me show you this. I took that right there. Maximum strength pain relief cream. Don't put this shit on crackers. And don't put this shit on crackers and don't get it mixed up with Preparation H because your ass will not like it. I promise you. Not speaking. I put that shit right there across the back of my neck. I sure did. Put 2 fingers on it. Got me 2 fingers worth. And I took that shit and I rubbed it right across the back of my neck. I sure did. I sure did. I sure did. That's the damn truth. I got 2 fingers worth. And I rubbed that shit right across the back of my neck. Because I was going to go in the house and take some damn ibuprofen. And I was like, man, I don't like taking that shit. So I said, and I seen that laying on the counter. And I said, I'm putting some damn icy hot on the back of my neck. And that's what I did. And it led up. It led up. It's still there. But it led up. I tell you something else that works good too. Me getting in the shower, me getting in the shower or the shower, or me drawing a bath, not a bath. Getting in there and turning the hot water on, doing that right there and let that water hit the back of my head, about 110 degrees coming out of that spigot. Yeah, that'll work too. Oh yeah, I wash my hands. Hey, you want me to tell you a story? I wonder if 84 can relate to this. So, or know somebody that can relate to this. So, we were in, how can I say this? We were in swamp training, like we were training in the swamp. So, when I was in the Navy, we was training in the swamp and doing all these maneuvers and stuff. And we were actually attached. We were actually attached to another group, and that group was a part of the Marine Corps, and they were doing training too for whatever reason. And we all stayed in these makeshift barracks out in the cut. Well, them boys, them other guys in the Marines, they were hurting like hell, right? And one of them come up, they were hurting like hell. And one of them come up to me and said, hey, Doc, man, you got any icy hot or any Bengay or anything like that? And I said, I have to go back and check and see. And we had these little packs, right? And I said, yeah, I got a few packs here, right here. And he's like, cool. So I give it to him. And later on, because later on that night, we heard a bunch of ruckus going on, right? I appreciate that, Angie. Yeah. Later on that night, we heard a ruckus going on. Now, it's cold now. It's cold. There is no hot water. There is no hot showers. There is nothing. It's cold, right? And only thing we heard was ruckus. And the first sergeant that was with this group, now I wasn't in the army. I wasn't in the Army or the Marine Corps. I was in the Navy. But we was doing some cold water swamp training. And my group was attached to this group for just a little bit, like a sister group or something, whatever you want to call it, parent group, whatever you want to call it. And first sergeant had them boys on fire watch, and they had to keep a fire going. The day we got there, the fire was already going, right? And the rule was if the fire went out, they was there for 60 days. We wasn't there for 60 days. They were there for 60 days. The rule was once the fire starts, the fire cannot go out. If the fire goes out, the fire cannot be started back. And I'm talking about a big-ass fire, right? Size of a car, size of a Volkswagen, right? So we hear this ruckus going on, like somebody hollering, yelling, screaming. Then we hear laughing and all this other shit. So let me tell you what this kid did. And he was a kid. This boy was hurting so bad because they'd come back off like a 10-mile march or some shit. This boy was hunting. This boy was, took that icy hot and rubbed all over his ass, right? Just rubbed all over where he was hurting. Then he crawled his ass into his sleeping bag and went to sleep, right? And he got to sweating. And y'all know what happens with sweating and you got icy hot? That son of a gun had icy hot, went down the crack of his ass, went down on his giblets, his giblets, his meat, his vegetables, whatever you want to call it. In the crack of his toes. The only thing that didn't have sweaty, icy hot on it was his face. And he was out there, he was outside trying to wash off icy hot with cold cantina water. And it was like in the 20s. And he was screaming. And everybody was laughing and felt sorry. At first, I laughed, I ain't gonna lie. But then I felt sorry for him because, man, that icy hot right there, that shit in them packs, that shit don't play, man. I mean, now you gotta think of it like this. Yeah, the sweat was the fuel to the fire. He should have slept outside on the ground in the cold. He'd have been better off. So now, not only does every muscle hurts on this kid, right? Every muscle hurts because feet hurt, everything's hurt, right? Now, he went to bed and rubbed icy hot all over his eye, rubbed all over, and then the sweat just took it everywhere it shouldn't have been, right? The next day, they had another march, another thing. So now his ass is sore, ass cracked, galded, and still has to march. I seen that boy for like 3 or 4 days after that, and then we moved to a different place. My group, we moved to a different place. I don't know if that kid is still with us or he's not. But if he ever hears this video, I hope that made him tough as fucking nails. Because I'm telling you what, you know his ass was hurting. His ass was hurting. His ass was hurting. Yeah, he won't do that again. Hey, he might do a lot of things in his life again. Middle art. But one thing he won't do, he won't rub no icy hot on his ass and go to bed and asleep. And the bad thing about it is, he climbed into that. I know Cuddy's got one, or he should have one. He climbed into that cold weather Gore-Tex 3-layer sleeping bag. That's what he crawled into. And then zipped that son of a gun up where you look like a damn cannoli laying on the ground with your damn face with your beanie down. That's what his ass crawled into. Knowing his ass was cooking. What's up, Cars? Knowing his ass was cooking. All right, so we got that one tight. There we go, boys and girls. All right, here's the seat belts. We got the seat belts. I guess we can go ahead and put the threshold plate. This side over here is pretty good. I don't have to cut this. I'm pretty sure that this one will probably be all right. Oh yeah, we got the back seats in cars, and we got the front seat, the passenger side. We're not gonna do the driver's side yet because I got to do some more stuff under the hood, and I don't want to have to do anything. Now they was missing screws, and I really don't know if these screws are going to work. I have some. I'm going to have your plan. I got to get back to it. Strip it inside Sprite. Yeah, I got somebody on. Well, damn, there's a commercial. I got somebody on the big screen. I don't know who it is. It's either Tulu, Mac, Cuddy, somebody. I got somebody on the big screen. I don't know who it is. I got the volume turned down. Oh yeah, I got my tool for the flywheel turner to turn the flywheel. I got that so I can put the torque converter bolts in, and I picked up my U-bolt, my straps. Nah, it's a Fisher plate, but you can tell. I mean, look, it's been. I don't think these screws. Oh yeah. These screws right here, they are. I got some, but I don't know if they're the same. See, these are round. These are like cap heads, and these are like concave. But I just have to use. I'll have to use what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to use what I got. Because it didn't have but a couple screws in it in the beginning. But we getting there. We are getting there. I hope I get to see that truck again. The 250 or 350. I seen the white one today. Oh yeah, I'm watching Peppy Pig. I'm watching. What the? That's the damn commercial. It's actually a commercial. You know how it is at damn commercial. Who am I watching? Mac. I knew it was one of them. Yeah, I knew I had a video on. I just didn't know. I got the volume turned down. That was a damn commercial for Mac. Damn Mac's commercial was damn Peppy Pig. The damn Peppy Pig. The Peppy Pig. Oh no, I don't care. I mean, I'll watch it. I ain't gonna. Yeah, I didn't take nothing by it. It's a damn commercial. You know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. Tell me how it is. All right, let me show you. I know y'all ain't got a good angle, but all right, there we go. Those screws will work. Those will work. I just put them in the existing holes that was already there, and I used a little bit bigger screw. So these are the screws that was in it. You see how small the threads were? I just went to a little bit bigger screw with just a little bit more bite on it. We go from there. So that one's in. That one's in, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I still got I think I got a couple. I noticed on the other side, I think we got a couple, we got a couple screws. We got to burn these two holes in that hole for the carpet. So let me get my drink and then I'll show you for the ones that missed it the other time. I'll show you on this.
if the guy's watching, I'm not gonna call his name out, but if the guy's watching that came and see me today, I appreciate you visiting today. Like I said, if the guy that came by today, if he's watching, and he says he's been watching me for a pretty good while, if he watches this video, man, I appreciate you coming by today, and I'm looking forward to collaborating with you. So appreciate it. All right, so we're gonna take this torch. Now you can use whatever you want to use. We're gonna take this bullpen. We're gonna hit this torch up, and we're gonna burn 2 holes for these screws to come through, so it does not tear or unravel or anything on the carpet. So the bolts can come through, the studs. He said studs. Yeah, if you're members to the channel, go over there and see my last short that I posted up. You'll see what little truck that came see me today. That thing's cool, man. That thing's cool. So I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to, as they say, count my chickens for the eggs hatch. But the guy that came by today, the shop, and I'm very blessed that he came by and see me today. Super cool dude. He's got a project that you guys don't want to miss. So and it's not the Metro. Yeah, it's not the Metro. So that's not what I'm talking about. It's not the 55 Metro. That's not what I'm talking about. This is something completely different. New guy, new potential client, new subscriber. Said he found my channel a few months back. Been watching it. I appreciate the support. And he's got a project that he wants to work on. And I'm telling you, Lord willing, if he brings it to me, you guys are going to get a treat. Y'all going to get a treat out of that, because it is nice. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm heating up the end of this bullpen. I see that? It's getting red. Hey, you know what I was thinking about? Okay. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all something else. Y'all sleeping on cars. Cars has got something that I've been belt to ass. But he's got some time management. We all got time management that we got to take care of. But just as soon as he gets his time management squared away, I'm telling you what, boys and girls, I honestly didn't even know they put that type of engine. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to give too much away because it's his stuff. But I did not know that they put that type of engine in that type of vehicle. I had to look it up to do some reading on it. And that is so freaking cool. I would love to have one like that, just for the conversation piece. Something else I was looking at is one of them induction ovens. One of them induction ovens that you can just stick something in and heat it up. It'd probably be cheaper on gas. All right, so we got this Sun Gun cherry red. So right here, right there's where the bolt's sticking out, right? So I just take this Sun Gun and I just... All right. And if you want to join Yellowstone, I can do that too. Oh, you want to be a tough guy, do you? Oh, you want to be a tough guy.
So I'm just drawing this thing like a pencil right over top of the bolt. And I'm gonna show you. Y'all hear that? Y'all see that right there? And look, just boom, boom, right there. Now it's cauterized or melted right around the edges, and it won't fray. And no, I'm not talking about, when I say fray, I'm talking about fray. I'm not talking about the Viking god Frey, where you pray to Frey. I'm not talking about that fray. I'm talking about fray. It won't unravel and fray. All right, so we got that on that. So that's done. Oh, we got one more to do right there. We got one, I think it's right there. Yep, it's right there. So we got to do another one. I got to get my stick. Yeah, because see, if I had one of those inductions, I could just stick the rod in there and just heat it up. Heat it up. Yeah. We all can do better on time management. We all. I have to check that out, Mac. We can all do better on time management, including myself. Because if it was easy, everybody would do it. I usually know it's ready when I feel the heat in my hand. Somebody asked that earlier, and I don't know if I answered it. How long do you let that thing heat up before you know it's good? Well, this thing's about a 1/2 inch in diameter right here, so I'm holding it right here. And when I start feeling it warm up, I know it's pretty hot. Yeah, right there it is. So pop right on out. That yellow tank gets really hot. Oh yeah. So that's that. And that's about it on this one, boys and girls. Been on here about 50-some minutes. Might have to trim this a little bit on this side. You can see, because it says cut to fit. So you see where the carpet is right there, and then this one, I'm not going to cut nothing until I get the seat in it, because I might have to tuck it some that way. But you can see where it's a little long. So I might have to come in here and, man, I wish I had a hot knife. I could just cut it. Well, I appreciate you watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate it. So that's a little trick. I've showed that trick multiple times this week. That's how you can get the holes in the carpet and for your seat belts. And then you don't have to worry about it unraveling or nothing like that. So that's that. I appreciate every single one of you. Y'all know I like to run these lives about 60 minutes. So we're at the 51-minute mark. Have I missed anybody's questions? Did anybody drop a question that I missed? I don't see no missed comments or no missed questions. So I appreciate every single one of you tapping in. I really do. Also, I appreciate everybody. Replying to the post when I put in a community post. I appreciate everybody replying. I dropped a book, an herb book. I dropped into the chat. And I asked if anybody had that book or if anybody knew anybody that had that book, because that stuff really intrigues me, stuff like that. And a couple of you did. Angie Baby, she said that she did, and then Cars in the Cut said that he did, and stuff like that. So I really want one of those books. It seems like it's a really, really nice book to have in my canning situation, like my canning of foods, and we're going to get into that too. So there's a lot of stuff coming. Just as soon as I get all these cast iron pots and stuff cleaned up, I have some hot plate stuff. We might one Saturday we might make some daggone might make some sausage chicken. We might make some sausage shrimp gumbo and a little old 4 or 5 quart Dutch oven pot. We might do that. I know Mike's got this cooking thing coming up next month. I think it's the 14th or 15th. I've been thinking about that. Yeah, the 15th. The 15th. I've been thinking about that, but I don't know. Which is it? The 14th or the 15th? I can't remember. But ever since I ate that gumbo the other day, I want me some gumbo. And I'll give you a little tip. A lot of people put flour in their gumbo to kind of thicken it up, and they just take regular white flour and dump it in their gumbo, which is fine. It is fine. It's fine. It's 100% fine. I do something a little different. So I would take flour. I would take flour, just regular flour, and I'd put it in a skillet, and I would put a little bit of oil in there, and I would cook the flour until it's dark, like a rouge color, right? And then I'd take that flour, and I would, that's it, Rooks. That's it. That's how you spell it. I don't know how you say it. Rouge, I call it. Not the shit that you put on your cheeks. And then take that and put it into your broth. And what that will do, that will darken up your gumbo. And it won't look so amber or golden. It'll darken it up. Roux. Roux. You don't have to do it that way. That's just the way I do it. So, because if you buy any like store-bought gumbo or any restaurant style gumbo, the broth is like almost translucent. It's not really, really dark. What's up, JG? It's not dark, but if you take I'm just saying me, and see John Soule, I don't know if John Soule's still with us, but John Soule was from Baton Rouge, and we were stationed together in the Navy. And he got busted down so many times in rank, it wasn't even funny. That son of a gun, when I joined, I was higher ranked than he was, but he had like 15 more years of service than I did. And he was staying in the barracks with us because his ass would get in trouble and get in fight with NCOs, commissioned officers, and they would bust his ass back down, strip his stripes away from him, and his ass was confined to base. He couldn't go. He couldn't go nowhere. He couldn't go. He couldn't go on liberty or nothing, cause he was crazy. And we would cook in the room with hot plates and daggone all kinds of shit, man. He would take hot plates, which you wasn't supposed to have in the barracks, and he would cook. And he would cook and he would, like I say, he was from Baton Rouge, down in there, Bourbon Street, stuff like that. He would cook all kinds of shit, man. And I'm like, man, what is that, John? And he's like, oh, you know, he got that damn Louisiana drawl. And he would be telling you, and I paid attention. You know, I paid attention. I might not hit the mark that John hit, but I seen what he did, I seen what he used, and so like that. So he said that his great-great-grandma made gumbo dark and not clear, and it's sad because I can't remember why she done it that way. But that's the way he made it. And he showed me, and he would take, and see, we in the barracks. We were in the barracks, so we had to do everything in a hot plate or a skillet. So he would take flour and he would put it in the skillet, and you had to keep the smoke down because we was in the barracks, you know. And he'd open the window, and he'd put the flour in there, and he'd lay it out flat on the skillet, and then he'd open a hole up in the middle, and he'd put a little bit of cooking oil in there, and then he'd mix it up, and then he'd do it again, and he'd keep doing it until it almost looked like dark clay. It looked like Play-Doh, like dark. And he's like, oh yeah, that good. And he'd slide it over to the side, and then he'd pick it up and he'd stick it in the daggone gumbo. And he would do chicken and sausage all the time. So he would get chicken thighs, not boneless. He would get chicken thighs and chicken legs. And what he would do is he would fry up the chicken thighs, and he would fry up the chicken legs. If we wasn't outside where we could grill it, he would prefer grilling it because you get that smoke taste to it. But if he had to do it inside, he would use like smoked sauce. He would use smoked seasoning and stuff like that, like the liquid smoke. But if we were outside, we would grill everything. Man, I'm giving y'all free game, man. I'm giving y'all free game. Oh, you talking about Justin Wilson. Oh, boy, I guarantee you this is the best thing. You talking about Justin Wilson. So I'm giving y'all some free game. So if we could cook outside, he would cook it on the grill, and it'd have that smoke smell, smoke taste. If we couldn't cook it outside, he'd cook it in the barracks, and he'd put liquid smoke in it. But he would take and cook. He would cook. We'll just tell you. So he would take chicken thighs, and he'd take chicken legs, because you could get them. I mean, used to get them things cheap as hell. So that's cheap. Poor man food, right? And he would fry up, or if he was inside, he'd have to fry it up. But anyway, he would cook the chicken thighs, and he would cook the chicken legs. Then he would tear down the chicken thighs and tear down the chicken legs and get all the meat. And he'd have me put that in a colander, right? And I just sit there and just tear it apart, right? And then you would take all the bones, the gristle, the skin, and everything, and you would throw it back into a pot with a strainer. Then you would bring that to a boil, right? You would bring that to a boil and make chicken stock. That was the stock that you made for your gumbo, right? So now you got that smoke flavor because you cooked all your chicken on the grill, and you got that smoke flavor, right? So then you boil the fats, the bones, the gristle, the skin. You boil all that down, and you see, y'all didn't know I knew how to cook. Shit. Just cause a couple of y'all do a little cooking thing, not Mike or Cars in the Cut, on damn YouTube, y'all think y'all damn Jeff, y'all think y'all damn Gordon Ramsay. Anyways, so then you boil that down and get your chicken stock, right? Or you get your stock, right? You got your stock. Now you set that to the side, and now you got all your gristle cooked down. You just set that to the side. Then you would take and you would cook all your sausage, whatever you want, your sausage, your shrimp, your vegetables, your onions, your peppers, all that stuff you want to cook it. He would cook every bit of this shit in a skillet, right? Yeah, boiling ribs is like boiling hot dogs, ain't it? Ain't that the same thing? Use boiled hot dog water to make you damn mashed potatoes. But anyways, then you got that. Now you got your chicken stock. Then you cook all your sausage. You let your sausage drain. You take your sausage, you put it in your mix. Then you take all the chicken that you shredded apart, that you boiled down, or that you pulled apart before you boiled the rest of it down. You put that in the chicken. You put that in the chicken stock. You bring it up to a rapid boil, and then you let it have it simmer, right? John Soule, he didn't like rice. A lot of people would put rice in their gumbo, like wild rice or pica rice or whatever. He didn't like doing that. He liked to cook his rice separate, or noodles or whatever you wanted. Like I say, poor man food, man, poor man food, right? Some of the best shit you'll eat. So now you got your chicken stock, you got your sausage, and then you dump all your chicken in there, and then that's when you take and make you then you take your flour and you put it in your skillet and you turn it into your rouge. And then you dump that in there, and that's what gave it that dark flavor, visual and taste, because you done it on there, right? So then after you do all that, then you put your vegetables in there, and then you bring that up to a boil, or bring it up to a rapid boil, and then you let it simmer. And then he would cook rice. Then he would cook rice in the damn skillet. I'm telling you, man, he cooked everything in this damn skillet. And then you had like one of these crock pots over here that had the lever on it. Then the last thing he would do, he would cook the rice in the damn skillet. Now, if you have a hard time cooking rice, I promise you, you don't need to cook it in no damn skillet. So he had one of them big man skillets. He put the water in the skillet, bring it up to a boil, dump the rice in there, stir it up, cover it, then let it set for 15, 20 minutes, set it over the side, let it cool naturally. Now you got your nice flaky damn rice. And then when you go to get your gumbo, you mix that shit up and you pour it on your damn little paper damn plate and you eat some damn gumbo. Yeah, let it simmer down, and then you put it in a damn bowl, and then you let it rest. A lot of people don't understand something. They'll make something, or they'll cook something like steak, and they'll cook it, and then they'll get it, and then all of a sudden they want to eat it. Man, you gotta let that shit rest, man. You gotta let that shit lay down and rest. So he'd put it in a bowl, and he'd set it over their side, and he said, "Hey, Jake," he said, they called me Purple, right? They called me Purple because Lieutenant LT would call me Purple all the time because of last name. He would call me Purple. Old John would say, "Purple, you gotta let that shit settle. You gotta let that shit rest." And he'd let it sit. He'd make you let it sit there for like 5 minutes before you get on it. Then you'd eat it. I'm telling you, that's why food. If people didn't realize that, that's why food's better later on than it was right there, because you let all the chemistry and everything just mellow out. But yeah, I know how to do that shit too, man. I remember how to do that shit. Yeah, good times. I miss old John. He probably not with us no more, because hell, that was, if he is, he might be. He was a tough old bird. He might be. He's probably in his, hell, he's probably in his 70s. Yeah, he's probably in his 70s, because he was in his 30s. Yeah, he was in his 30s or 40s. Yeah, he was about 15, 16 years older than me. So I was in my early 20s. He was in his damn 40s. So, man, he's at least 60 or 70. He's at least, yeah, he's at least in his 60s and 70s. Hey, I like a mean ass cheese. I like a mean ass grilled cheese too. Scrapple. Yeah, there's a shortage of liver pudding. Niece's liver pudding here in North Carolina is because they're remodeling their factory, so you can't even buy no liver pudding nowhere, no liver pudding or anything like that. Niece's sausage, they're out of liver pudding. I see it was on the damn news. I had clam chowder, Roger. I had clam chowder and some toast earlier, so. Liver pudding is liverwurst. Okay. I know Niece's sausage. They make liver pudding, right? It's a little square gray loaf. I take that shit and cut a slice off of it and eat it cold, or you put it in a damn skillet. Get it in a skillet, and then take a thin slice of sharp cheddar cheese. Get you 2 pieces of bread. Put you some Duke mayonnaise on that juke joint. Lay that daggone liver pudding on there. Put that cheddar cheese on there. Let it melt. Put it on there. Ta-ta. That's something I've never had. It's one of them George Foreman grills. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, JG. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I don't know. I don't know if it's the same. It might be. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. All right, boys and girls, we've been here 68 minutes. We're about 8 minutes over. We get a few more things, and I might go a couple hours, make sure ain't nobody else live, and get back to it. And I gotta go check the wood heater and see how everything's going. Do my evening chores, my 5 o'clock chores. Scrapple is a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. Now we got scrapple here. That's something completely different. We have it. Got that and souse meat and head cheese and originally. Oh, okay. I did not know that. Originally. Oh, I will tell you this. I seen on the news and on TikTok I seen in Facebook chat and TikTok stuff like that. Campbell's Soup said their soup's just for poor people. They said that their soup is designed and marketed for poor people. I mean, they just blatantly come out and said it. It's for poor ass folks, is what they said. Yeah, people is mad as hell, man. I don't see why people get all upset. Oh yeah, they say the meat, JG. They said the meat ain't real. They said it ain't real meat. 3D printed. Hey, I don't know. I mean, I ate it. I got some tomato soup and cream of mushroom and chicken broth. I mean, I guess I'm po. I mean, yeah, they blatantly come out and said, damn, Campbell Soup's made for po folks. So, yeah. Hey, so I just did some measuring, a lot of cutting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back. I got it paused, Mac. Well, it's a damn commercial again on your thing, so I'm gonna have to go finish watching it. I just bought a half a cow. How did you split it up? Oh, that's not bad at all. How'd you split it up? How many pounds was that? what type of cow, and how did you split it up? They do that here too. Actually, I talked to Cars about that the other day. There's a place here. Oh, that's good then. Angus and Hereford. Yeah, that's good. There's a place here, Callicut's beef. It's all there. Quarter front, quarter back. Yeah, that's good. That's a good split. Split quarter front, quarter back. And then what'd you make? Like stew beef? What'd you make? Like stew beef and roast? Hey, my grandma, she worked at Lux Beans. So at Christmas when I was growing up, that's what we got. Cases of damn Lux beans, pinto beans, bacon beans, shit like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. I got beans and socks. So what'd you get? You probably typing, JG. So what'd you get? Like stew beef? Did you get like a chuck roast? Oh, okay. Got a lot of burgers down on you. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna probably the first of the year. I'm gonna go over there and talk to them. And like, so normally when I do deer meat, my crowd won't eat it no other way. So what I usually do is I get it in stew beef, right? Oh, that's a lot. So 150-pound deer will yield about anywhere from 60 to 75 pounds of meat, right? So just say half. If you want to do a third. So if it's 100, you get about, if it's 100 pounds, you get like 35 pounds of meat, right? So if you do it in 1 pound packages and you do like 1 pound stew beef and 1 pound hamburger, they'll do hamburger as well. But then you got to mix fat with it. So they use bacon. So I don't eat a lot of pork. So when my brother was alive, we would grow 2 pigs on his place, and then we would process them, and we would do it like today would have been a great day. Today, 33 degrees. Today, the last 2 days would have been awesome to process a hog. Awesome. Could have scalded it. Could have done everything. We could have done everything. Put everything in a smokehouse, salted everything down, made ham, side meat, fat back, bacon. Could have done it all today, like yesterday and today. But my brother shot himself. He committed suicide a few years ago, so we don't do that no more. But we would do like we would do probably 200 pounds of sausage, right? And we would let everybody know that we was doing fresh sausage and about what time we'd have it ready. And man, they'd be lined up, ready to go. And we didn't sell it. We just said donations, at least $7 donation. And we were selling it for $7 a pound in Ziploc bags that was padded out and weighed out. And we had 2 types. We had mild and hot. And we would do like 200 pounds in hot and 200 pounds in mild. And we would sell 400 pounds of sausage like that. Like that. Yep. Yeah, my brother committed suicide 6 months after my little boy died. So my little boy died January 28th, and then my brother shot himself June 6th, and it was 2 weeks from my little boy's birthday. I just got off the phone with him. He was cooking out, and we was going to cook leg quarters and chicken. And the next phone call I got, I was running a little late, just about 20 minutes late. Next phone call I got was the law saying that they were at his house. And then I go to his house, and he shot himself right there beside the grill. The grill was still burning when I got there. So nobody, when you think you know somebody, you don't know somebody. So we did everything together: cook, clean, damn deer hunted, duck hunted, hog hunted, gardening, canning, built boat houses together. Yeah. So, but yeah, we would process, and we would sell, like say, we would make like 1,400. We'd make $700 a pound, or $700 for 100 pounds. So we would make $2,800 in a day, and that $2,800 on one pig, right? So we would make about $3,000, and that money would help pay for feeding that pig, and then go buy 2 more pigs, and then the second pig, we would process that pig, and then we would just bust it up between ourselves. But I sold a bunch of my stuff because I don't need a lot of sausage. I don't need a lot of pork, but like side meat, fat back, crackling, stuff like that. Yep, grown from a piglet. Yep, we'd go get him. He was 46 years old. So, yeah, cars, we would go get like a 75-pound pig, like a 65, like a piglet, 50 to 75-pound piglet. And we'd go, he liked white hogs. So you had like pink hogs, and then you got white hogs. He always, I let him pick the hogs. It didn't matter to me. He said it tastes different. It tastes the same to me. I don't fucking know. And we'd get them in the spring, and he had a deal with the guy at a produce stand down here. Got all the produce and all that shit, and just they was in like a little small lot, and just feed them son guns till they got 1,800 to 2,000 pounds. They'd get huge. I mean, they get size of damn sofas, and then we take care of it. Yeah. So, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Like I say, it's 5 o'clock. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. I got to go do my chores. And we were getting them around 20 pounds. My neighbor had a nice pig. Yeah, he was getting them. We get the blue button. What do you mean blue? What do you mean the blue button? Henry, what are you talking about? We get the blue button. What are you talking about? I appreciate it. I'm going to answer Henry's question, and then I'm going to go. Henry's question said, we get the blue button. What is that? I don't want to leave no question unanswered. I don't want nobody to think I'm avoiding them. The chat comes up, crazy. It's probably a pig. A blue button. We get the blue button. Yeah, you might be right. You might be talking about a pig. I don't know neither. That's why I'm asking. I don't know if he's asking a question or he's telling me a statement. I don't know. Okay. Okay. It hid your comment, Henry. I had to unhide it. So he's getting, so everybody was right. All right, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And remember what I said, boys and girls, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch or sweep it off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose.